We hear time and time again on how the world has changed. The world has gone completely different. The world is unrecognizable. Well, I beg to differ. The world is the same, but the people have changed, not the world. I'm going to say this again. People have changed, not the world. You see, we still get 4 seasons, right? Winter, fall, spring, and summer. And the seasons repeat itself over and over. There's no new season, right? Animals have still stayed the same. From the look, although they may have changed slightly, right? But their characteristics have always stayed the same. Okay? Now, the sun it rises up and the sun sets. The moon rises up and the moon sets. We still have days of the week, 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week. Months of the year, right? If you want to start at the first of the year, January all the way to September. You can count on your fingers, right? And I'll just list a few. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, and back to January. There. Now, people have changed. You can't tell a person where they're going off. The correction is less and less. There's more of a me thing and not a we thing. And we can all witness through the 3 events that's happened and that is happening. But there was a time to where your neighbor knew you and you knew your neighbors. Your parents knew other parents and the other parents knew your parents. Grandmothers were in style. They were the glue in families. But grandmas today and grandfathers, they just withered away. It's like we discard our grandparents, our grandfathers and grandmothers. We hear more about grandmothers than grandfathers. Well, what about those grandfathers? A lot of grandfathers stayed silent. The grandfathers were silent. That's when you know, when grandfathers start being silent and not being the voice, the staple, and it trans over to the grandmother, things have changed. So that was like in the 60s, and before, the grandfathers were those ones. I want to say in the mid to late 70s. In the mid to late 70s is when the authority changed over, as systems were placed to discard the man of the house. You always, you hear the terms, okay, who wears the pants in the family? That is code of who runs the house, who's the authority. Okay. Now we have all the way up to today, trying to dethrone the patriarch and want to boost up more the matriarch. See, us as people in this world that has changed, in the world that is the same, the world is the same as the people that have changed. We have discarded the patriarch. We have silenced the patriarch. Now, the patriarch has been silenced. But the patriarch is starting to rise up. The patriarch has been shifted. The patriarch is the foundation. The matriarch is supposed to be that glue. But the matriarch lost its glue, and they forgot. But slowly, the patriarch, when things have shifted so far that it's way out of order, before it gets into total chaos, the patriarch always has stepped in and always have corrected everything. And the patriarch corrects itself. See, you can try to tear down the foundations, but nature has a balance and it has a way of correcting itself. You can see in the behavior of animals. You see, even in animals, it's in order. Even the trees are in order. Even the sun is in order. You don't see the sun and the moon competing with each other. You don't see the sun and the moon in the sky at the same time. And if you do, if and when, that's when I'm gonna say it like this. When you see the sun and the moon and the sky at the same time, you know we are in trouble. And I'm gonna just leave it there. But people have changed. The mindset has changed in the people. The hearts of the people have grown cold. You can't tell people nothing. You can't give advice. If there's a disagreement, it's like, oh, you have to agree with me, or else I don't want to be around you. I don't want to talk to you. When naturality, iron sharpens iron. Exchange in knowledge and exchange in ideas. There's always pieces to the puzzle. And just because your idea worked better than the next person, that doesn't make you above them. Because there will be times when that person has a great idea, a better idea than you, and it won't mean that they're better than you. That solution is better. That's that. It doesn't make a person better or less than. Because when you start saying I'm better than you and you're less, and then another person is less than, then that's where the ego, that's where the ego sets in at. Is you think a person can't get to the same level as you, or they can't even comprehend, etc., etc. But yeah, so when I hear people say that the world has changed, my response to that, the world has not changed, but people have. Oh, and you have 24 hours in a day. We don't have 48 hours in a day. We have only 24 hours in a day. 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out.